Well, hello there! As you might know, we LEGO Star Wars fans have it rough right now. After one of the worst August waves ever, even though I was pretty hyped for it at first, with bad clone turbo tanks, way too expensive battle packs, and figures that are still actually pretty terrible, we also got the announcement of another Star Wars set. The biggest one. The most expensive one ever. Yes, the Death Star. And it's shit. As expected. And that's what we will take a look at today. And with that, hello and welcome back to Hilgert's Brick Paradise. My name is Hilgert, and today we will take a quick look at the 1000 buck Death Star disaster from LEGO. Let's go!
Let's up those numbers!
So, how did it start? We got the announcement that we will get a new Death Star. This time it's bigger and more expensive for $1,000. When we learned more, we got to know that it's not a whole Death Star though. I thought, well, that's not cool. It's probably something like the pyramid situation. Buy two of them and you get one. Didn't make much sense with that set, and it wouldn't make sense with the Death Star either, but it wouldn't really surprise me. And then we got to know, no, it's not even half a ball. It's actually, well, a pizza, a plate, a simple slice of the Death Star. Flat Earthlers really loved the set. And at that moment, all hope was gone for the set. But then again, was there really hope to begin with? I mean, who wants a whole Death Star ball, right? Or even half one? Yes, that's what LEGO was thinking too. And that's why we only got a slice. Yeah, great. This alone is pretty bad. Especially if you take a look at the backside. That looks unbelievably bad. But I want to talk about more specific points that come with the set. First of all, let's talk about the minifigures. We have 38 minifigures included. More would of course be nice and all, but what really bothers me is that the minifigures are more or less total trash. I mean, if you collect Star Wars for a while, you probably have half of these minifigures. And we do have some cool things included, don't get me wrong. The Beach Trooper, which is my highlight of the set here. Or the Advisor of the Emperor, for example. But for the Advisor, why is there no print on his leg piece? Or a better question, why is none of the admirals or officers here having dual molded legs? I mean, those figures were made for the boot pieces. That would look absolutely amazing. Yet we get completely normal legs without any printing. For $1,000. I just wanted to remember you there. Or C-3PO, why is he not having a dual molded leg? Why does it look like that most of these have weak leg or arm printing? An example are the Royal Guards. There's just nothing going on. Some of the worst figures that are included here printing wise. You might get my point. I don't think the minifigures that are included are a bad pick. But the way they are presented here is just bad. If I have a set for $1,000, I would put amazing figures in it, with really great printing and everything. So you see that they really put effort into it, but that's not the case. Those are standard or even bad figures. And they don't even give you dual molded legs for that much money. It's just weak.
So weak. So weak.
Another thing I expect to get with a set like this are prints. And yeah, we got some prints. Yet also get a sticker sheet with 50 plus stickers here. Come on LEGO, I know you can print stuff. Maybe not always good, but you are able to print everything on your sets. But for $1,000, you can't even have everything printed on? Yeah, I guess printed pieces were just too much for 1,000 bucks. Maybe we will get everything printed next time when it costs $2,000 or more. But even then, I don't think they would do it. Why would I even expect quality for $1,000? I'm so dumb, yeah. I mean, let's quickly look at alternative brands. Their sets get loved because of great printing, on sometimes multiple pieces and more. Companies like Lumibricks, Obi, Fantasy, Powerblock, they print everything on their sets. It's a sign of quality and that they actually care. Even their smallest sets are covered with printed pieces. And that's why those companies are also loved. Of course, because they have great sets and all, but also because they can print their sets. And LEGO can't do that when it costs $1,000? I'm sorry, but this is just cheap and not acceptable in any way. The standards with Lego are absolutely low and people really shouldn't support something like that. How is the biggest brick company not able to print, but much smaller companies can? It's a joke. A bad joke. And well, I don't even think that the front looks completely bad. I mean, I would prefer a whole Death Star ball that you could swing open. But in general, it's not too bad. Though I think it could be better. In many rooms, you have exposed studs still, which does look kind of ugly. The back is a complete disaster. And I also don't understand why the markings in the hangar, for example, aren't brick built. And don't get me started with the GWP. That also should be included in their sets to begin with. But this TIE fighter just looks really ugly in my opinion. The shuttle on the other hand looks way better, I think. So yeah, it does have pretty things included here, as well as some really cool Easter eggs. But in general, I don't think that this set is worth $1,000. So yeah, let's get into the quick outro. And that's it. That was my little rant about the new $1,000 Death Star. I think the minifigures are bad, pretty loveless stuff here. Yes, some cool figures are included, but the lack of printing or dual-moded legs, especially for the officers, is a shame. The stickers are also not acceptable for a set like this. We know that Lego can print, but this shows how little effort they actually put into their sets. I mean, it's not just the Death Star, of course, but also other Star Wars sets. Stickers should not be the standard anymore these days, especially if you take a look at all the alternatives. And yes, there are some pretty nice things here as well. I think some of the Easter eggs or the star sky in the hangar, they look really good. But generally, this set is not worth $1,000. It's not as bad as I originally thought, but we only have a sliced version here, and that just isn't cool. And I truly believe that Lego could have made something way better. I'm really sure of that. But once again, they disappointed and did the bare minimum. But who cares? Lego fanboys will probably still buy these for the full price and show Lego that they can just continue like this. Push out overpriced and bad sets and the fans will still buy it. And that's bad. At some point, Lego should actually give the Star Wars license to someone that actually cares about Star Wars. They don't seem to care much anymore. I think it's a valid point to expect a quality product for $1,000 worth of plastic. But that might just be my opinion. But what do you think? Do you actually like the set and consider buying it? Or do you understand my points and also think that this set isn't good, especially for $1,000? Let me know all of this in the comment section down below. I would be curious to hear your thoughts on it and tell me if I missed anything. And if you want to see something actual cool now, then check out this video here. Here I talk a bit about Power Block, the best alternative to Lego Speed Champions. Definitely check that out now. You won't be disappointed, like I was with the new Death Star. And now I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Hilgert and auf Wiedersehen. Bye!